It really tears people apart to lose a child. You and your wife have stayed together through that loss.
Yeah.
Could you say a little bit about that with keeping her story confidential for her?
I think you're right. A lot of couples, even in the people that we walk through, didn't stay together. And I don't want to share her story because that's her story and her piece. But, I think both of us, as part of this loss, committed to each other to walk through it together. And I think for me, what I had to appreciate is we each grieve differently, and that the way I'm going to grieve is going to be different than the way she's going to grieve. And also just understanding, the trauma that a mother has is different from a father's trauma, and walking through that process together. And, it was hard. It was hard. We both had to be really, really patient with each other and realize that we're both going to do this differently. And even in today, this is still part of our life. We're blessed to have more kids in our life, more children. We're so blessed to be able to walk through that together. And this is something that everybody knows, that we talk about openly, and we made that commitment because it was in the beginning uncomfortable to talk about, to be open about it, and to no one knew how to respond. I mean, what do you say to someone who's lost a child? There's no words.
Yeah.
So people are awkward about it. People don't know what to say, what to do.
Yeah, they're scared to set you off. They're scared to hurt you. So most people will say nothing, which then creates its own hurt.
Yeah, we made a commitment together to talk about it and make it open. We have pictures of our daughter in our house. She's part of our family, even though she's not here with us. And I think that was part of it. And both of us just committing to that process together and working through it and being really incredibly patient with each other as we did that.
When I hear you share that, I want to highlight, because I know somebody is out there listening and they're a couple and they've been through something just horrendously hurtful. That commitment, when I hear you say that, really says to me, we are committed to each other and getting through, which means despite how we feel moment to moment, that commitment is our touchstone. Because grieving differently, what that winds up meaning, y'all, is one person wants to celebrate, go, oh my goodness, let's celebrate. The other person's like, that's the last thing I want to do right now. F you. And that's how going through grief together is so sticky and tricky. And if we can learn that we have a lot of power to give ourselves and anyone we love, anyone we're in a relationship with, a commitment with, if we can radically accept that we're going to be in wildly different places with our grief at different times, then we don't have to make the other person wrong or bad when they're in a different place in their grief. And that's a really big deal, y'all. That's a little nugget that so many people miss when they are in pain, is to allow other people to be in their pain. And part of that is letting the other person live and laugh and be light in the moments where that's the last thing you want for you. Remember to find Emotional Badass wherever you listen to podcasts.